Imagine a city nestled way up in the Andes, where every single cobblestone seems to whisper tales of ancient times, where traditions are just blooming everywhere and time itself, it feels like it dances to its own rhythm.
It really does. It's not just a place you visit. It kind of pulls you in.
Yeah.
An immersive experience.
Exactly. And that's our focus today. We're doing a deep dive into Cuenca, Ecuador.
Athens of Ecuador, as it's often called.
Right. And you've given us this incredible stack of sources, personal stories from expats, cultural guides, history bits, local insights.
Yeah, a real mix.
So our mission is to unpack all of this, pull out the key nuggets, and give you a shortcut to understanding this really fascinating city and its people.
We'll be looking at everything from those expat accounts, which can be quite revealing, to, formal guides on etiquette, historical records, the amazing artisan culture, even community projects. It's a lot to cover.
Okay, let's dig in. Cuenca's history goes way, way back, before the Spanish, even before the Incas. Let's start with the Cañari people.
Right, the original inhabitants. Their settlement was called Guapandaleg.
Guapandaleg. And what does that name tell us?
It means land as big as heaven, which I think really highlights their deep connection to the place.
Yeah.
Right, how they saw their world.
Wow. Land as big as heaven. That's beautiful. But then history marches on. The Incas arrived.
About half a century before the Spanish. They conquered the Cañari. It was a major shift.
How did that change things?
Well, they saw its value strategically and maybe spiritually too. They renamed it Tomebamba.
Tomebamba.
And they turned it into a really important administrative and religious hub for the Inca Empire. Some sources even suggest it was so magnificent it might have rivaled Cusco.
Cusco, the Inca capital, really?
Yeah, there were whispers it could have even been the mythical El Dorado. And get this, Huayna Capac, a major Inca emperor, was actually born there.
No kidding, born in Tomebamba.
Spent much of his life there, so it wasn't just some random outpost, it was central.
Okay, so Cañari, then Inca, then the Spanish arrived, April 12th, 1557.
That's the date. Founded by Gil Ramirez Dávalos, under orders from the Viceroy of Peru.
And the name, Santa Ana de los Rios de Cuenca. Quite a mouthful.
It is, named partly for the Viceroy's hometown back in Spain, and also for the 4 rivers that run through the city.
Ah, the rivers. Tomebamba, Tarqui, Yanunque, and Machangara.
Exactly. And that Spanish colonial influence is, it's everywhere today, the historic center.
That's the UNESCO World Heritage Site, right?
Precisely. The grid-like streets, the architecture, it's incredibly well preserved. You really feel that history just walking around.
And all this history, the culture, it earned Cuenca that nickname we mentioned. The Athens of Ecuador. Why Athens?
Well, it's not just the architecture, but that's part of it. It's also the city's cultural diversity and its huge contributions to Ecuador's arts, sciences, literature.
So a real intellectual hub.
Definitely. Many of Ecuador's most illustrious figures came from Cuenca. It has this deep intellectual and creative legacy.
Incredible. So that sets the historical stage. But what's it like now? Let's talk about the culture, the social fabric, the daily rhythm. The sources point to a very layered society.
Oh, absolutely. Ecuador generally is quite stratified, and Cuenca reflects that. You have the indigenous community.
Primarily Quechua speakers.
Yes, often identifiable by their colorful embroidered clothes, the felt hats. And their worldview is deeply connected to nature, to Pachamama, Mother Earth.
And then you have the Spanish descendants.
Mostly Catholic, Spanish-speaking.
Yeah.
But it's even more nuanced than that. There's a class system.
Right. The sources mention the alto or highest class. Names like Crespo Borrero. It sounds very old world.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Pedigree still matters immensely in those circles. The sources describe it almost like Downton Abbey rules.
Like not interacting directly with staff.
Exactly. It shows how tradition and lineage still shape social interactions for some. Then you have the medio, the middle class professionals, doctors, lawyers.
And the pobre, the poor class.
Who, the sources say, might even avoid eye contact out of deference. It's a very visible hierarchy.
So where do outsiders, like expats, fit into this?
It's interesting. They're often seen as Blanco, sort of upper class by default, maybe because of appearance or perceived wealth. And they're a novelty.
So they get treated differently depending on who they interact with.
Yeah, the sources give examples. An invitation from the alto class might be a super formal dinner, gourmet steak. From other classes, it could be much more informal, maybe grilling keg.
Ah, guinea pig. We have to talk about that. It's a traditional dish, right?
Very traditional Highland dish. Often grilled, sometimes served whole. The sources say it has a unique flavor, maybe a bit tough. Eaten with hands sometimes.
And the beauty pageants for that detail really jumped out.
It did. It's fascinating, isn't it? It speaks volumes about maybe a playful reverence for their traditions, their connection to agriculture. It's more than just food, it's culture.
Definitely. Now, another big cultural point is the pace of life. Tranquilo. Quiet, unhurried.
Yes. And this can be a real adjustment for people coming from faster-paced cultures.
How does it show up day to day?
Well, punctuality is flexible. Showing up 15, maybe 30 minutes late for dinner. Totally normal.
Okay, good to know.
And business hours. Think of them as suggestions. Shops might close for lunch, a siesta, a soccer game.
A school pageant.
Exactly. As one source put it, family and fun still come first. It's a different set of priorities.
Which leads to the infamous mañana rule.
Yes. Mañana means tomorrow. But not necessarily tomorrow.
More like eventually.
Pretty much, where, 15 minutes might mean 15 minutes after they finish whatever they're doing right now.
So the advice is basically forget about exact time.
Essentially, yeah. You have to kind of let go of rigid scheduling to really enjoy life there. It's about flow, not the clock.
But the slower pace seems connected to a certain warmth and communication.
Definitely. Cuencanos are generally warm, friendly, direct eye contact. Greetings like buenos dias are standard.
And physical touch.
Important in informal settings. A quick air kiss on the left cheek, a hug between friends. More formally, especially with older people, a handshake with señor or señora.
Now, one thing the sources highlight is the indirect communication style, beating around the bush.
Right. This stems from a high sensitivity to others' feelings. They generally avoid direct confrontation or saying a flat no.
So yes doesn't always mean yes.
It could mean yes, no, or maybe. You have to read the context. It can be charming, but also, a bit frustrating if you're used to directness. Harmony is often the priority over bluntness.
And they ask personal questions?
Oh yes. About marriage, kids, age. It can feel intrusive to outsiders, but it's really just their way of making small talk, showing friendly interest, trying to connect.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Let's talk about Cuenca's incredible artisan heart and the food.
A huge part of the city's identity. It was named a World Craft Capital in 2020.
And the first Latin American diverse craft city. That's impressive.
It really is. And these roots go deep, back to the cañery, goldsmithing, pottery, ceramics.
And those traditions continued through the colonial era.
Absolutely. Saddlery, tinsmithing, intricate woodwork. You see it in the churches. Some neighborhoods are still known for specific crafts.
Like El Tejar for ceramics.
El Tejar en Convención del 45, yes. And Las Ferrerias for ironwork. Those crosses and roosters you see on roofs for blessings.
But the most iconic craft has to be the Panama hat.
The tequila straw hat. Famously misnamed.
Why is it called Panama hat if it's made in Cuenca?
It's all about the Panama Canal construction. Workers wore them. Teddy Roosevelt wore one on a visit. The name stuck internationally.
That they're 100% Ecuadorian, made in Cuenca.
Meticulously hand-woven. Often by the traditional Cholita women, it can take days, even weeks for the finest ones. It's an incredible skill.
And you can see artisans at work.
Yeah, many small family-run workshops have open doors.